Why do 30% of disappearances go unsolved? This question has haunted investigators and families alike for decades. The reasons are varied and complex, ranging from lack of evidence to the sheer unpredictability of human behavior. But in some cases, the reasons are far more mysterious, even otherworldly. In Ravenscroft, a quaint town shrouded in mist and mystery, this enigma took a dark and unexpected twist. The town, with its cobblestone streets and old-world charm, seemed like the perfect place for secrets to hide in plain sight. Eleanor Marsh, the town's beloved librarian, was gone. Her absence was like a missing piece in the puzzle of Ravenscroft, a void that left the townspeople unsettled and anxious. Eleanor Marsh wasn't just any librarian. She was a fixture in the community, a woman whose passion for books and history was matched only by her kindness and dedication. She had an uncanny ability to find the most obscure and forgotten tales, breathing life into the town's rich history. She was the guardian of Ravenscroft's stories, a woman with an eerie knack for finding lost books and forgotten tales. Her knowledge of the town's history was unparalleled, and she often shared these stories with anyone who would listen, weaving a tapestry of Ravenscroft's past that was as enchanting as it was mysterious. But one foggy night, Eleanor herself became a mystery. The fog rolled in thick and heavy, cloaking the town in an eerie silence. It was on this night that Eleanor vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of questions and a community in shock. It all started with whispers, her house dark, her presence absent. Neighbors noticed her lights were off, an unusual occurrence for someone who was always up late reading or cataloguing books. The whispers grew louder, and soon the entire town was buzzing with speculation. Sheriff Will Carter, a man known for his methodical approach and keen intuition, was called to investigate. He found her cottage unlocked, undisturbed, save for one clue, an ancient, untitled book on her kitchen table. The book was unlike anything he'd ever seen, its cover worn and its pages filled with cryptic symbols. Its cryptic symbols were the first breadcrumb. The symbols seemed to dance on the page, their meaning elusive and tantalizing. Will knew that this book was the key to understanding Eleanor's disappearance, but he had no idea where it would lead him. Taking the book to the library, Will discovered more oddities, notes in margins, star maps, and clippings of bizarre occurrences in Ravenscroft. The notes were written in Eleanor's meticulous handwriting, detailing strange events and unexplained phenomena that had plagued the town for years. The deeper he dug, the more he feared Eleanor had stumbled upon something otherworldly. The clippings spoke of disappearances, ghostly apparitions, and mysterious lights in the sky. It was as if Eleanor had been piecing together a puzzle that no one else could see. In her office, behind a hidden door, Will uncovered a secret basement. The door was cleverly concealed behind a bookshelf, and it took Will several attempts to find the mechanism that opened it. When he finally did, he was met with a sight that took his breath away. Manuscripts, maps, and artifacts cluttered the room, but the centerpiece was a large, pulsing mirror. The mirror was unlike anything Will had ever seen, its surface shimmering with an otherworldly light. It seemed to pulse with a life of its own, drawing him closer with each passing moment. It seemed to be alive. The reflections in the mirror were not of the room around it, but of strange, distant places that Will could not recognize. It was as if the mirror was a window into another world, a world that was both fascinating and terrifying. As he approached, shadows danced within the glass. The shadows seemed to move with a purpose, their forms shifting and changing as if they were alive. Will felt a chill run down his spine as he realized that he was not alone in the room. The mirror vibrated, a cold breeze brushed past, and Will realized it was no ordinary mirror. It was a portal. The realization hit him like a ton of bricks. This was no ordinary investigation. He was dealing with forces beyond his understanding. Heart pounding, he touched the glass. The surface was cold and smooth, but as his fingers made contact, it rippled like water. The sensation was both exhilarating and terrifying, and Will felt a surge of adrenaline as he pressed his hand further into the mirror. It rippled like water, his vision blurred, and a faint whisper reached his ears. "Help me?" The voice was faint but unmistakable. It was Eleanor's voice, calling out to him from the other side of the mirror. Will's heart raced as he realized that she was still alive, trapped in another realm. It was Eleanor's voice. The realization filled him with a renewed sense of purpose. He had to find a way to bring her back, to rescue her from whatever dark forces had taken her. Did Eleanor uncover a gateway to another realm? The question echoed in his mind as he stared into the mirror. The portal seemed to beckon him, promising answers but also danger. Will knew that he had to be careful, but he also knew that he couldn't turn back now. The mystery remains, but one thing is certain. Ravenscroft will never be the same. The town, once a quiet and peaceful place, was now a hub of supernatural activity. The townspeople, once skeptical of the strange occurrences, now lived in fear of what might come next. The disappearance of Eleanor Marsh had opened a door to a world that was both fascinating and terrifying, and there was no going back.